Okay, let's start. Thank you, Chairman Figure. Today is Friday, July 3rd, 2020, day three of the sixth special session of the 21st Congress will now come to order. May we all bow our heads for a moment of silent prayer. Okay, Chief Clerk, roll call.
Senator Aritos,
Yes.
Senator Christian, Senator Figuer,
Yes.
Senator Coolan, Lolita Harper,
Yes.
Senator Conman,
Hey.
Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Ned, Senator Pollack,
Yes.
Senator Perman, Senator Romulo, Senator Usmal, Senator Wali, Speaker Simina.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 12 members are present.
Okay, we do have a quorum to transact business today. Next item, reading of the journal for Leader Harbor.
Before I make my motion, do you hear me well?
Much better, much better. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and good morning to you and all honorable members, staff, and all those who are observing physically in all our localities. I move that we dispense with the reading of the journal. Second.
As moved and seconded, we dispense with the reading of the journal. Those in favor of that motion say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. We now dispense with the reading of the journal. Next item, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, item 5, presidential communications. In receipt of numbers 21-328 through 21-332.
Those, Chief Clerk. Next item.
Item 6, some Supreme Court communications. None, Mr. Speaker. Item 7, member communications. None. Item 8, departmental communications. We're in receipt of number 21-73.
Okay, assigned that, Chief Clerk. Next item.
Item 9, agency or governmental authority communications. None, Mr. Speaker. Item 10, state communications. In receipt of numbers 21-34 and 21-35.
All right, assign those, Chief Clerk. Next item.
Item 11, State Supreme Court communications. None, Mr. Speaker. Item 12, municipal or town communications. Also none. And item 13, foreign government communications. None.
Okay, we're now on order of the day. Item 14, standing committee reports. Do we have any, Chief Clerk?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, we have Standing Committee Report number 21-51 on the veto of Functional Act number 21-146. And this report is to override the President's veto from your Committee on Ways and Means for adoption.
Okay, short recess. The chair. let's go back. Congress is back in session. We're on that report. Chairman Figueroa.
I move for the adoption of the report.
Any second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded that Congress adopt standing committee report number 21-51. Discussion, what is it about, Chief Kurt?
This report is regarding the overriding the president's veto of public project bill for Chuk State infrastructure projects and other programs in the state of Chuk.
Okay, any discussion on the report? Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed, so let's vote. Those in favor of adoption of report number 21-51 say yes. Opposed no. Motion carried. Said report is adopted by Congress. Next report. Chief Kurt.
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, next item, special committee report. Do we have any?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, we have a written special committee report number 21-11 for adoption.
Okay, Chairman of the committee to wait, Vice Speaker Moses.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good morning to you, floor leader, and members, those observing our session this morning. I move for adoption of the said report.
Second.
Has been moved and seconded that Congress adopt special committee report number 21-11. Discussion. Any discussion on it? Vice Speaker Moses.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I believe the summary report or oral report that was adopted yesterday speaks to most of the content of the report. I believe one of the items that was not mentioned but is already addressed in the proposed supplemental budget is the CIA appropriation that they're asking for. So if I believe the oral report yesterday speaks to most of the content, and I leave it at that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Vice Speaker Moses. For any further
Mr.
discussion?
Speaker. Speaker.
Yes,
Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Senator Christian first, and Senator Cullen.
I am happily but surprised that there is interest in CIA by the government. This is a new twist.
Well, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it there. That's it. Thank you, Senator Christian. Okay, Chairman Cullen.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I just need to understand if the transmission from President of the supplemental request has been accommodating the CIA request.
I
Is it
believe that-
included in?
Yes, I
It's in the supplemental.
spoke to.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, Chairman Figueroa, you care to
yes,
respond?
yeah, I believe the chairman of TCNI has a proposed amendment that accommodates that request.
Okay, so you're making the amendment. It's included in the President's communication submission, and it's also in your own floor amendment. So,
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Speaker, I move for the previous question.
okay,
Second.
Speaker,
who's that?
Speaker.
Vice Chairman Palik, I'll give you
Yes,
the
thank
last.
you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On page 2 of the report, makes reference to decline in revenue. And there's a section that states that a projection of 3 million loss of revenue for the national government. It follows the states may have a larger impact, especially the smaller states. And then there's a reference to 707,000 that is included, I believe, in the supplemental budget to address the debt with ADB loan payments. May I ask if the Vice Speaker could, if there's any information on the basis? There was a distribution on this amount, a breakdown submitted by the President. What's the basis on the distribution? Is that based on the monthly debt service for each of the state? That's my first
Speaker.
question.
Speaker.
Vice Speaker, you want to respond to about our colleague from China?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. The amount is to accommodate all the scheduled payments, because I believe they don't do monthly payments, but they do semi-annual payments on these loans that they've been garnishing. So this is a one-time payment to take care of the last payment of this fiscal year, or the allocated amount for the semi-annual payment for all states.
Speaker, may I follow?
Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Vice Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in the last session, we approved resolution, I believe, 21-156. That's the resolution urging the President to seek debt relief from international multi-lending institutions. While I believe this is a very good move, because part of a discussion was what we can do internally on our own. And I think this is good, but that will address, as the Vice Speaker stated, the coming payments. I think that's a big help to the smaller states, or to all the states for that matter. As we discussed, apparently based on the revenue projection provided by finance, we're going to have some real tough times ahead, and the states will have difficulty meeting their obligations. For the record, I want to again state that the purpose of that resolution is to encourage the President to seek that relief from international organization. Sure, we can do internally what we can do within our resources to address this issue, but I believe that it's still necessary, and the resolution calls for the President to go ahead and seek those relief formally. As I stated in the last session, if those lending institutions could give us relief, even half relief, and restructure those debt to reduce their debt service and to reduce interest expense to the states, I think that would be very helpful to all the 4 states. So I would, again, for the record, hope that and recommend that the President does not rest at this appropriation or this request to assist the states. I think the longer term outlook is bleak, and we should look for a long-term solution. And part of the solution is for the country to ask for debt relief on those loans from ADB and elsewhere. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Vice Chairman Palik. Yes, I think this is just to accommodate the 2 payments for the first half of this year. And of course, the responsibilities of the President under our resolution continues. I think they will continue to look for the relief from the donors themselves out there, the lenders. Okay, any further questions? There was a motion to stop debate. There's no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote on the report. Those in favor of adoption of Special Committee Report 21-11, say yes.
Yes.
Vote. Motion carried. Special Committee Report 21-11 is adopted by Congress. Next item, Chief Clerk.
Mr. Speaker, item 16, assignment of measures and communications. We have a referral sheet number 21-84.
Chairman and members, review that for your planning purposes. Next item.
Item 7, unfinished business, none, Mr. Speaker.
Item 18, bill calendar, first bill, clerk.
Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, we have CP number 21-237 for second reading. This is the supplemental, and it's the title reads, to amend sections 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, and 12 of Public Law number 21-42 as amended by Public Laws numbers 21-55, 21-77, 21-94, and 21-116 to the appropriate $579,309 of unallotted funds from the general fund of the Federated States of Micronesia for the fiscal year ending September 30, 2020, and reallocate funds in order to provide supplemental funding for the operations of the national government of the Federated States of Micronesia, to provide supplemental funding for staff housing and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move for the passage of the bill on second and final reading.
And second,
Second.
it's been moved and seconded that Congress pass on second and final reading CP number 21-237. Discussion. Short recess.
Speaker.
Let's go back.
Speaker. Speaker.
Yes, Chairman Kulan, we're in discussion on CP 21-237. Chairman Kulan.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that I don't want anything to be left out on those amendments.
Yes, I think your amendment for on CIA is incorporated in the amendment that will be offered by Vice Speaker Moses. Okay, so
Okay.
continue discussion. Vice Speaker Moses, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a floor amendment I wish to offer on the said bill. It's been distributed to all members, and it's also linked on our Boardable app. And it's quite lengthy, so I would like to request that the reading of the amendment be dispensed with. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that the offer for amendment to CP 21-237 by Vice Speaker Moses be adopted. Because of its length, we will dispense with its reading. Florida Harbor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to suspend the rule that may impede our action on the amendment by Vice
Second.
Speaker, the one that prohibits the amendment on second reading.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that the relevant rules Specifically, the rules prohibiting substantive amendments on second and final reading be suspended. Those in favor of that motion say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. The relevant rules are now suspended. So continue discussion on the offered for amendment. Any discussion?
The previous question,
There is no objection. Debate is closed. So let's vote. Those in favor of adoption of the offer for amendment to CP 21-237 offered by Vice Speaker Moses, say yes.
Second.
Motion carried. The offered for amendments by to 21-237 are adopted. We now have CD1. Any further discussion on CD1? Vice Speaker,
Mr. Speaker, if I may, I wish to make an oral amendment on the said bill. It's a very minor one, but it may hold big implications on the bill. It's about one sentence.
subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. Vice Speaker Moses, you're still on the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to offer an oral amendment to the said bill. And on page 1 of the title, line 3, delete the appropriate and insert appropriate in lieu thereof. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
And then,
It has been moved and seconded that the offered oral amendment by Speaker Moses to CP 21-237 CT1 be adopted. The relevant rules are still suspended. Any discussion on the offered oral amendments? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed, so let's vote. Those in favor of adoption of the offered oral amendments to CD1 by Speaker Moses say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. We now, it's adopted, the oral amendment, so we have CD2. Any further discussion on CD2?
Question call for.
There's no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote by roll call of delegations. Chief Clerk.
State of Troop, Chairman Aritos.
Yes.
State of Pohnpei, Chairman Perrin. State of Kushai, Chairman Wali.
Here.
State of Yap, Chairman Figueroa.
No, but I'll go with the majority. Chicken.
Okay, 4 states voted for, Mrs. Speaker.
New method of voting. I go with the maturity. I think Pro Leader started that when he said you will go with the maturity in our polling. Okay, for that reason, CP number 21-237 CD Do has passed Congress on second and final reading. Next bill, Chief Clerk.
Speaker.
Speaker,
Mr. Speaker.
Next bill, Chief
Speaker.
Clerk.
Speaker.
Chairman Perman first, then Colon. You have
because I'm such a nice guy, I will yield the floor to Chairman Colon first.
the floor is yielded to you, Chairman Colon.
Thank you very much, Chairman Fernie. Mr. Speaker, I wish to withdraw CP 21-23 order of business for today for action.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. For withdrawal. Congress is back in session. Next bill, Chief Clerk.
Well, Mrs. Speaker, we have Functional Act number 21-146 for repassage from the Committee on Ways and Means.
Okay, Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the repasses of the act.
Okay, and it's been moved and seconded that Congress repass Congressional Act number 21-146. Discussion. Any discussion?
Short recess.
Short recess, subject to call of the chair. want to go back now? Congress is back in session. We're still discussing the Act number 21-146. Any further discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote by delegations. Chairman Fakir will cast Chairman Orsimo's vote.
Yeah.
State of Chair, Chairman Aritos.
Yes.
State of Bombay, Chairman Perman. State of Kushai, Chairman Wali. Chairman Wali.
Yes. Yes, sir.
State of Yap, Chairman Fakir for Orsmo.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 4 states for the 4.
For that reason, Congressional Act number 21-146 is repassed by Congress. Next bill,
Short recess, please.
short recess, subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. We're still on the bill calendar. Chairman Cullen, you're recognized.
Yes, Speaker. Move to withdraw CP 21-239 for action for today. So move.
Second. It's been moved and seconded that CB number 21-239 be withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for action.
Speaker,
Motion to suspend rules.
I so move, Mr. Speaker, especially the rule that requires certain number of days for a bill to be with the committee before withdrawal. So move.
It's been moved and seconded that the relevant rules, specifically the rules requiring a certain period of times that appeal will be with the committee, is suspended. Those in favor say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Those relevant rules are now suspended. Let's vote. Those in favor of the motion to withdraw from committee and appeal calendar. Yes, Florida Robert.
Yeah, I'd like to offer an amendment to the motion, if I may not be out of order.
Oh, proceed. What's your the
Yeah,
motion? Go and place.
Yeah, I simply want to add on other bills beside 239, 240, 241, 242, and 243. So, Mr. Speaker.
Second.
Seconded that the original motion be amended that so that it includes bill number 21, that's 240, 241, and 242.
242, 243, And I've been asked to add on another one to the report.
234.
To the report. To the report.
Okay. So the main motion has been, there's a motion to amend the main motion so that the following bills be also included in the motion to withdraw and place. That is bills number 21-240, 21-241, 21-242, 21-243, and 21-234. Okay, those in favor of that motion say yes.
Yes.
Motion carried. So the following bills have now been withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for consideration on first reading. CP number 21-239, 21-240, 21-241, 21-242, 21-243, and 21-234. Okay, short recess subject to call of the chair. Congress is back in session. We have those bills that have been withdrawn from committee and placed on the bill calendar for first reading action. First bill, Gifford.
Mr. Speaker, we have CB number 21-239 for first reading. CB number 21-239, it's a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 20-178 as amended by Public Laws numbers 21-01, 21-07, 21-36, 21-53, 21-56, 21-102, 21-115, and 21-137 by amending sections 4, 5, and 6 thereof to change the use and allotment of funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of Pohnpei and Chuk states and for other purposes.
Okay, Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on first reading.
Second.
And moved and seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 21-239. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote by roll call of members. Gifford.
Senator Aritos,
Yes.
Senator Christian,
I don't know what he's doing.
Senator Figueroa,
Third.
Senator Coolant,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper, Senator Conman,
Hey.
Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Nath, Senator Pollack,
Yes.
Senator Perman, Senator Romulo,
Anyway.
Senator Usmal, Senator Wally,
Yes.
Speaker Simina.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 12 members voted for.
For reason CP number 21-239 has passed Congress on first reading. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, the next bill is CP number 21-240 for first reading. CP number 21-240 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 19-124 as amended by Public Laws numbers 19-133, 19-140, 19-150, 20-5, 20-15, 20-33, 20-48, 20-63, 20-71, 20-156, 20-175, 21-22, and 21-52 by amending Section 4 thereof to change the use of certain funds previously appropriated therein to fund priority infrastructure projects and other programs in the state of Pohnpei and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill.
Any second?
Second.
Seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 21-240. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. Let's vote by roll call of members. Clerk.
Senator Aritos, I saw, yeah. Senator Christian, Senator Figueroa,
Yes.
Senator Coolant,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper,
Going.
Senator Conman,
Hey.
Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Net, Senator Pollack,
Yes.
Senator Perman, Senator Romulo, Senator Usmal, Senator Wally, Senator Christian, Speaker Simona,
Yes.
No, not this. Mr. Speaker, 11 members voted for.
For that reason, CP number 21-240 has passed concurrence on first reading. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, we have CP number 21-241 for first reading. CP number 21-241. Excuse me. It is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 20-125 as amended by Public Laws numbers 20-135, 20-146, 20-157, 20-179, 20-189, 21-6, 21-40, 21-59, 21-96, and 21-141 by amending sections 4, 5, and 6 thereof to change the use and allotee of certain funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of the states of Pohnpei and Chuuk and for other purposes.
Okay, Chairman Figueroa.
Move for the passage of the bill on first reading.
Any second?
Second.
Moved and seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 21-241. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote by roll call of members on first reading. Chief Clerk.
Senator Aritos. Senator Christian. Oh, you stepped out? Senator Figueroa.
Yes.
Senator Colant.
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper.
Aye.
Senator Conman.
Hey.
Vice Speaker Moses. Senator Ned. Senator Pollack.
Yes.
Senator Perman. Senator Romulo. Senator Usmal. Senator Wally. Speaker Simona. Mr. Speaker, 10 members voted for.
10? Oh, we missed one. Okay. For that reason, CB number 21-241 has passed conference on first reading. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, we have CB number 21-242 for first reading. CB number 21-242 is a bill for an act to further amend Public Law number 20-155 as amended by Public Laws numbers 20-177, 20-188, 21-61, 21-88, and 21-119 by amending sections 4 and 6 thereof for the purpose of changing the use and allotee of funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of Pohnpei State and for other purposes.
Okay, Chairman Figueroa.
Thank you, Speaker. I move for the passage of the bill on first reading.
Any second?
Yeah.
Any
Second. Second.
second that the Congress pass on first reading CP number 21-242. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, there is no objection. Discussion is closed. So let's vote by roll call of members. First reading. Chief Clerk.
Senator Aritas. Senator Christian. Senator Figueroa,
Yes.
Senator Copeland,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper, Senator Conman,
Hey.
Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Ned, Senator Pollack,
Yes.
Senator Perman, Senator Romulo,
Yes.
Senator Ursmal, Senator Wally,
Yes, sir.
Speaker Simina,
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 10 members, 4 to 4.
CP number 21-242 has passed Congress on first reading. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, we have, excuse me. Mr. Speaker, we have CP number 21-243 for first reading, CP number 21-243. It's a bill for an act to amend Public Law number 20-95 as amended by Public Laws numbers 20-173, 21-47, 21-72, 21-85, and 21-125 by amending Section 5 thereof to change the use of funds previously appropriated therein to fund public projects and social programs for the people of Chuk State and for other purposes.
Chairman Figueroa.
I move for the passage of the bill on first reading.
Second.
Been moved and seconded that Congress pass on first reading CP number 21-243. Discussion. Any discussion? If none, there's no objection. Discussion is closed. Let's vote by roll call of members, first reading.
Senator Aritos, Senator Christian, Senator Figueroa,
Yes.
Senator Copeland,
Yes.
Floor Leader Harper, Senator Conman, Vice Speaker Moses, Senator Ned, Senator Pollack,
Yes.
Senator Perman, Senator Senator Romulo,
Yes.
Senator Ursmal, Senator Wally, Speaker Simina.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, 10 members, 4 to 4.
For that reason, CP number 21-243 has passed Congress on first reading. Next bill.
Mr. Speaker, we have CP number 21-234 for first reading. CP number 21-234, it's a bill for an act to appropriate the sum of $2.8 million from the general fund of the Federal States of Micronesia for the fiscal year ending September 30, 2020, for the purpose of funding public projects and social programs for the people of Yap, Koshai, Pohnpei, and Chuk states, and for other purposes.
Very short, we're just up to go off the chair. Go back. Congress is back in session. We're still on CB 21-234. Chief Clerk, any motion yet for passage?
Speaker.
Okay,
No motion yet, Speaker.
Oh, no motion yet.
yeah, but go ahead.
Yes, Speaker. Motion to defer action on the said bill to Monday's session.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that CP 21-234 be deferred to Monday's session. Those in favor of that motion, say yes.
Yes.
Motion carried. CP number 21-234 is deferred to Monday's session. Next bill, Chief Clerk.
Speaker. Speaker.
There are none, Mr. Speaker.
Speaker.
No, you have the floor.
Motion to stand in recess until tomorrow at 10.
Second.
Short recess.
Short recess.
Yes, we're in recess now. Okay, so come back. Congress is back in session. Can you please restate your motion, Chairman Romulo?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Wish to restate my motion to stand in recess until Monday at 10 Chuk time.
Second. Second.
It's moved and seconded that Congress stand in recess until Monday at 10 in the morning, Chuk time. Those in favor of that motion, say yes. Opposed, no. Motion carried. Congress now stands in recess until Monday at 10 in the morning, Chuk time.